Today I have in a beautiful go anywhere, do anything watch from the British brand Beaucroft Watches out of Cambridge. Beaucroft was created by two friends, Matt and Kareem, and they've combined their unique skills to come out with some great watches. The watch I have in today is the Element, and this would fit in with a suit and tie just as easily as it would on an outdoor adventure. Big thanks to the guys over at Beaucroft for letting me get some time with the watch. Really appreciate it, but let's get to it and check it out. All right. Now, I had the opportunity to meet Kareem and Matt at the last British Watchmakers Day show, and Matt again a second time at the Vancouver Timepieces show. And these guys are legit, very enthusiastic about their watches. And with these watches, I'd be enthusiastic too. One thing I remember the first time seeing these was just how much the colors stood out. This is the ocean blue, but they have a couple of blue versions, a beautiful green, a black, and an orange that's a really fun one too. And depending on the color, some are less versatile than others, but lots of great flavors to choose from. When it comes to the dial, I love a good sunburst finish, and that raised outer ring, along with the gradient dial, which gets darker at the edge of the dial, is beautiful. Clean layout with the applied logo up at the 12. Down at the 6 o'clock is Beaucroft and Cambridge. Just below that, the markers are hand applied and sunken into that raised area at the edge of the dial. Love when the hands reach right out to the markers, and they all do, including the hour hand. The second hand has some color, which also matches the markers on the chapter ring. The hands and markers are filled with BGW9 Super Luminova, and they're quite bright. I wouldn't quite call it a torch, but it's solid and an even application. So the dial gets a top grade from me, but so does the case design. Just check out that side profile. That is pretty, if you ask me. The way it's designed, it wears a lot thinner than it is. Not that it's a particularly thick watch to begin with, but I really like the look, and it's got nice finish work between the brushed and polished surfaces. Huge bonus with the watch is it has a hardness treatment, bringing the hardness up to between 12 and 1300 Vickers, which really helps keeping it looking like this over time. It's not quite scratch proof, but it's much more scratch resistant than typical steel. The case back has the company logo in the center with a pattern around that. And beneath is the Miyota 9039 working away. It's a 24 joule movement beating at 28,800 vibrations per hour and with a power reserve of approximately 42 hours. They also regulate the movement to plus or minus 10 seconds per day. The signed screw down crown is easy to grip, and good winding action of the movement too. The bracelet is a 3-link brushed bracelet with a thin strip of polish work at the edge of the outer links. It also has the hardening treatment. The end links have quick release spring bars. The bracelet is sized using screws, and the clasp also has an on-the-fly adjustment system. Bonus points here for perlage work. The bracelet does also have a taper, so it wears comfortably on wrist. Size on the watch comes in at a case width of 39.4 millimeters. The lug to lug is 46.4 millimeters. Lug opening is 20 millimeters, and the thickness is 11.9 millimeters. So right in that sweet spot size-wise. And again, the thickness on wrist feels a fair amount thinner than that 11.9. The crystal is an AR-treated sapphire, and the water resistance is 200 meters. And here it is on my 7.25-inch wrist. And what is not to like with this? It's got an elegant, dressy look in a lot of ways, but with the hardened case and bracelet, the water resistance, on-the-fly adjustment system, good loom, it's gonna work great in any situation. Cost for the watch comes in at $695 USD. They are available for pre-order, but are shipping this month. A link to where you can find these will be below. Appreciate you taking a few minutes to stop by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.